I've been seeing people write in my comments section talking about the alleged sparring that happened between Terrence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. I've been seeing that here and there, sprinkled here and there. And for the most part, I've just been ignoring it because, you know, just the thought of it would be asinine. So I didn't think it was going to get much air, you know, and I was looking for it to just die out as one of those little, you know, things that you hear from an aerosexual or something like that. But it kept on going, you know what I'm saying, to the point where, you know, Terrence Crawford addressed it and whatever and whatnot, and Shane Mosley said whatever he said and blah, 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 and whatnot. But point blank period, the reason why I ain't never entertain it is because it's stupid.
Thanks for the joke.
Just listening to the premise of it is stupid. That's something that they would have pulled out of the bag a long time ago. But see, this is what you expect when it comes to the infamous tale of Errol Spence. And I'm not even gonna blame Errol Spence for this. But in the end, I am. But we're gonna wait for that. But it's all these tales of Errol Spence that comes from these people who so-called are a fan of him. Why do they always have to grab out of fantasy and try to drag it into reality when it comes to Errol Spence? You know, but then try to discredit a foundation that's in truth and reality when it comes to Terrence Crawford as far as what he has done and what he has accomplished. They want to discredit that, and that's empirical proof. But they always grab him from fantasy when it comes to Errol Spence. Always. Come on, Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence sparred. Oh, and Errol Spence got the best of. Stop it, man. Listen, they're going to be pathetic all the way down to the end. This is how you know when this dude gets stomped out. They ain't no credit going to come with that. It's still going to be discredit after that. These guys sparred? Really? I'm going to put it like this. And this is just, once again, I always preach common freaking sense, right? When Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence was backstage going at each other, the infamous video that's been floating around the internet, and they was talking about who hurt who. What makes you think Mr. Big Fish, Mr. I'm this, Mr. I'm that, I'm the top dog, you light in the butt and all this other stuff and blase splee, what makes you think out of going through that bragging show that he tried to put on that he wouldn't have pulled out and in sparring, I hurt you? If any time something like that was going to come out, it would have happened then. That's what you call common freaking sense. Don't you think? Now all of a sudden, yeah, Errol, stop it. It's the same thing they said with me and Errol Spence. Bruce Vane got a problem with Errol Spence because when Bruce Vane approached Errol Spence ignored him. That's why he make these videos about Errol Spence. This is what they came up with. That's when I knew I was like, these dudes are sick in the head. I ain't never laid sights on this guy. And ain't nothing saying that Errol Spence even know who I am. Even though I highly doubt it, but still, it doesn't matter. I would think I'm the last thing on his radar or to be thought about or to be talked about or whatever. Now, once again, this is common sense, right? They came up with that story. This is just showing you. They came up with that story. Me and Errol Spence seen each other and he ignored me, blah, blah, blah. The obvious elephant in the room is this. Ain't nobody seen my face. So how would you know and how would he know who seen what and who was what and where was I? You see that? Don't make no sense at all. So the fact that they went through the lengths to make up, and I don't care if it's Shane Mosley, who knows what envelope got slid in his back, because that's what Errol Spence is built up off of. This is what y'all don't understand. The only thing I ever tried to do was see through the small. That's it. It's the same thing I did with Canelo Alvarez, this is that. I don't have to be fake with myself because I want to like a fighter or something like that. I don't do that. That's what's weird about you boxing fans. I don't do that. I can talk honestly about a person that I like and dislike, the same, equally, no difference. You know? But then again, I was spawned in a different era. You know? Because we didn't get sensitive over something that's not even supposed to get sensitive about. Straight up. He doesn't live up to the hype that y'all built around him and that he trailer hitched on and tried to build for himself. That's all that I'm saying. I'm wrong for that. It's the truth. Okay, and on July 29th, you're going to find out how true that really is. Listen, y'all got to the point where you can't say that he wasn't ducking Terrence Crawford because you know he had to get new management. That shows it right there. They asked Terrence Bud Crawford what was the number one thing that got this fight moving. He said, when I stopped talking to other people and talked to him directly, who did Terrence Bud Crawford talk to before he talked to Errol Spence? He talked to who? Al Hammond. Right? And he said, stuff didn't get moving until I talked to Errol Spence directly. So there it is, locked, sealed. Nothing else to talk about. It is exactly what we told you it is. Okay? And once again, I'm doing you another solid. I'm doing you another favor. On July 29th, once again, I'm telling you what it is. It ain't got to be personal. This is just what it is. You roll with him because of you a fanatic. You like him. You are infatuated with him. I don't know. You think he's cool or something, or you think he represents something that's something like you or something like that. That's why you see a victory. You don't use your common sense. You don't use boxing knowledge. You don't use nothing. Because if you did, you would understand that it's not preposterous for a fan of Terrence Bud Crawford to believe he's going to go in there and stomp this dude out. That's not crazy. It's not far-fetched. It's more far-fetched for y'all saying Errol Spence will go in there and stop Crawford than it is Crawford to stop Errol. That's a fact. Like, comment, subscribe. Bruce Van, I'm out.